God's wearing time. Grow round and apart.
Please, don't press the button. It's so cold out here.
I tried to warn you, Sebastian.
Well, if it isn't Arthur Penderbrook, I was wondering when you'd come by to gloat.
I did everything I could to stop this. I told the Soothmaker your work was doomed, that it couldn't change anything.
You never believed in me.
No? I suppose you think it was just luck. You found that paperclip in your previous cell.
I noticed there isn't one here this time.
It's all run on computer now. And now that they suspect I helped you, they won't let me anywhere near the mainframe.
Don't try to play the saint. You're the one who brought me back here.
If I hadn't, I'd be exactly where you are, along with my entire family.
Then that's what you should have done.
Oh, please! You think we're going to spend the rest of our lives behind bars because you have a thing for flower power?
Thornton, I had no idea it was take your idiot to work day.
Well, I think it's time someone washed out that filthy mouth of yours.
No!
Stop it, Thornton.
You never let me have any fun.
I came by to warn you. After the ceremony, the Soothmaker is going to make you an offer. You can forego your sentence if you join us.
What's to stop me from turning against him once they set me free?
Well, you won't be free exactly. Since you're first generation, you'll have to spend the rest of your days in their underground compound.
So I'd be trading one prison for another.
It's the opposite of prison. We'd live there ourselves if we weren't assigned to the surface. You'll be in a world filled with all the art, technology, and medical advancements that are too revolutionary for the public.
Do you realize how arrogant that is? If the world isn't ready for these things, then why are they? Who made them God?
They did. And you'd be a fool not to join them. What do you say?
No, I won't sell out my world to live in an easier one.
Pearls before swine. Let's go, Daddy. If we hurry, we can take in that new Bollywood picture before it gets shelved.
Whoops! Sorry about that, Thornton.
Really? Seems like you were kind of aiming for him.
How did you two find this place?
Planted a tracker in your pocket.
I should have known better than to let my guard down around a spy. Even my own.
We're here to save Sebastian, and you're going to help us.
And why would I do that?
Because if you don't, we'll tell them you helped us.
I don't know much about this shadowy organization you're working for, but I have a feeling they prefer to stay in the shadows.
You know, I liked you a whole lot better when you had hair.
That makes two of us.
Honestly, I think you look fine like this.
So what's it going to be, Arthur? Are you going to help us get Sebastian out of here or not?
It's not going to be a simple extraction. They've planted a device inside Sebastian that will allow them to track his every move.
How do we get it out of him?
We can't. It's a special nanotechnology embedded in his bloodstream.
A nano what?
You'll be hearing more about it in years to come. Once Decilio releases it to the masses, that is.
That's what that shot was! I'm doomed!
Not necessarily. Before a technology and its creator are about to be shelved, Legacy members are allowed to challenge the Soothmaker.
You weirdos have a crazy name for everything, don't you?
The Soothmaker sets all the laws of the land. If you can get your hands on a legacy pin, you'll be allowed to challenge him for his title. Then you'll be able to free Sebastian.
How often do people win these debates?
Well, that's the thing. He's been undefeated since 1882.
Sounds like this Soothmaker has quite the gift of gab.
Not to mention pretty old.
Those are both massive understatements. No one's been able to prove it, but I'm certain the Soothmaker has been using shelved technology to maintain his position. He's lived far longer than any human should, and his mind is quicker and more knowledgeable than any I've ever seen. He's fixed the rules to match his skills, which has made him pretty much undefeatable. You'll need to find out his secret weapon if you stand a chance at winning the debate.
Alright, so get a legacy pin, stop the Soothmaker from using whatever he's using, and then win a debate in front of a bunch of masked weirdos. Anything else we're missing?
Yes, don't get caught.
I don't think he'll be needing this anymore. Hey, Penderbrook. Why does everyone wear masks?
Docilites pride themselves on rational thinking. Concealing our identities allows us to judge an idea entirely on its merits, rather than be tainted by prejudices such as age, race, sex, class, or attractiveness.
What about height? Did you guys forget about height?
I suppose that's something that might work to your advantage.
What's a Soothmaker?
Soothmaker is a title bestowed upon the Docilite with the most seniority. They're responsible for leading the shelving ceremony and deciding when a disruptive item is safe to unleash on the public.
When does he plan on unleashing the ficus?
2017.
2017! They'll have flying cars by then!
Trust me, they won't.
How did you become a member of Decilio?
They offered me membership several years ago in exchange for keeping Sebastian in check. After I failed to do so, they decided to take matters into their own hands. They've been using our offices for their recon ever since.
So that's why it's so hard to get into the bullpen. Can't you just challenge the Soothmaker?
Unfortunately not. Challenging the Soothmaker is an honor bestowed only on those who are born into Decilio. Because Thornton and I are relatively new members, we're still treated with a fair degree of suspicion.
Why did you agree to join?
Being able to see what the world will be like in the future? Only a fool would pass something like that up. Docilites get to bid on who gets to unleash technology after it gets unshelved. It's done wonders for our stock prices.
Hey, Penderbrook. Good night, sweet prince.
Can we move it along? My knees are starting to buckle.
I noticed you have a pin.
You're supposed to say Vivat Decilio. Don't you know anything?
I guess not.
That's how you're supposed to greet people here. One person says Vivat Decilio, and the other person says Fortis Decilio.
Sounds fun.
No, it's stupid. This whole place is stupid.
Ugh, something wrong?
I'm too young.
Oh, Hey, I know it might feel that way, but one day you'll look back and miss these times.
No, I'm too young to see the movie. They're gonna destroy it after the fair's over, and they're not gonna remake it for 23 years. It's so unfair. Everyone knows the original's always better.
If I could get you into the movie, would you let me borrow that pin?
I guess, but I don't know how you'd pull that off.
Leave that to me to figure out.
Sure, whatever you say.
Behold our idol, the manatee Hugh, here to remind us why we do what we do.
Oh, cute.
This must be where the debate takes place. This must be where the debate takes place. Locked. We'll need to find a key if we want to go in there. That big red button is pretty tempting, but he's been through enough. This ficus has seen better days. They must have dragged the ocean to recover it. No. Pressing that button is exactly what one of those Decilio creeps would do. Though, if I'm pretending to be one of those Decilio creeps, maybe I should press the button. Real moral dilemma here. Sebastian, this is going to hurt you a lot more than it will hurt me. Sorry, Sebastian. Well, look at that. I guess someone at Decilio managed to recover the ficus.
I know that voice.
Lacey?
If it isn't my old roommate, Clara. Welcome to the Decilio Fair.
What are you doing here?
I'm here with my lovely fiancé, Thornton, who I love very deeply. He's shown me the error of my rebellious ways, and I've decided it's better to beat them than join them.
I think you mean it's better to join them than beat them.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. So what brings you here?
I'm here to see a mutual friend of ours and to make sure he gets home safe.
I was hoping you'd say that. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Let me know if you come up with something. It's what I'm here for.
Will do.
Vivat Docilio!
Fortis Docilio.
How are you today, fellow Docilite?
You seem pretty chipper.
Of course I'm chipper. I've just become a member of the most powerful secret society in the world.
I've heard there are way better secret societies out there.
Well, if you've heard about them, they can't be that good at keeping secrets, now can they?
What's so dangerous about a key?
A key? Ha! This isn't just any key. This is a universal key. It's an actual key to the city, or town, or village, wherever you want to use it, really. Just hold it up to any lock and you'll be able to unlock that baby in a matter of seconds. Obviously, this would have made all locks obsolete and would have been a huge disrupting force in the world's economy, which is why I'm here.
How did you become a Docilite?
That's a funny story, actually. I was driving home from the patent office when two vans came up and drove me off the road. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in that wacky zoo they got going over there. After a few sprays to the old noggin, the soothmaker comes up to me and tells me I can either join this amazing group or spend the rest of my life as a cautionary tale. What an amazing offer, right?
Right. Bye.
Toodles!
Vivat Docilio!
Fortis Docilio. What movie are you showing?
Oh boy, you're really gonna want to check this one out. It's called, it's called, I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this one, to be honest, but it's a real whooper of a story. It takes place in this world where everyone's hooked up to these computers, but no one really knows it, see? So the main guy has to go to war with all the computers so people can see the world for what it really is, which ain't so good. They did a showing of it in New Delhi last month, but people started asking way too many questions. Can computers actually do that? Are we in a computer right now? How did they make the camera move all fancy like that? Well, pretty soon after that, we swept in and destroyed all the copies. Except for this one, of course.
Do you think we're actually in a computer simulation?
Well, I'm not a legacy, so I've never actually been inside the shelving zone. But let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like you're not exactly in control of what you're doing? Like someone else is making the decisions for you?
Now that I think of it, yeah. Almost all the time.
Well, there you go.
Any way you could let this kid in?
If the computer shows they're underage, I can't let them in.
Please?
Look, lady, I'd love to. But you know how big this place is on rules. They catch me doing a thing like that, then I'll never see the surface again.
Did you find a way to get me into the movie?
I'm working on it.
Well, work harder.
How can you tell if someone's underaged?
The Soothmaker's database has all the age, rank, and membership status of all the Docilites in the world. and it's never wrong.
And where can I find this database?
It's in the Soothmaker's hut. But don't you go trying anything stupid.
What happens to a movie after it gets shelved?
It gets destroyed like all the others. But they keep a copy of the script so they can remake it whenever the Soothmaker says it's ready.
Seems like a waste.
You're preaching to the converted, kid. You ask me, the original's always better.
I've got to go. Vivat Docilio.
Fortis Docilio!
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not yet.
Let me know if you come up with something.
Vivat Docilio!
Fortis Docilio. Can I have one of these?
No way, Jose! You'll have to wait until 2021 like everyone else. That's when everything's going to be running on fingerprints.
Bye.
Doodles!
I think I might need your help after all.
Let's hear it.
I could really use one of those universal keys, but she won't let me.
Oh, yeah. That one's a real eager beaver. There's no way she's gonna just let you have one. If you were to distract her, though, I might be able to do something.
How do you suggest I do that?
Try riling her up. She acts all sunshine and roses, but I think that's because she's trying to ignore the compromise she's made in joining.
We'll give it a shot.
I think you mean you'll give it a shot?
Right. Sorry.
Ugh, get it together, Kovacs.
Vivat Docilio!
Fortis Docilio. Can I ask you a question?
Of course. What would you like to know?
How does it feel to be a sellout?
A sellout?
That's what you are, aren't you?
Oh, I see. You're testing my loyalty. Well, if being a sellout is what it takes to be a part of this wonderful group, then I couldn't be happier to be one.
Okay, let's try this again. Don't you wish people could actually use your invention instead of just sitting in a hole until it doesn't matter anymore?
Well, sure. I mean, every inventor wants to make a difference, but not too much of a difference, right? It's like the Soothmaker says, whenever you make a change, the world has to rearrange. You don't want to rearrange things too much.
What's the point of being an inventor then?
I had two choices, all right? Either join these people or spend the rest of my life in their weird human zoo. Don't you think I'd like to be out there trying to advance the world instead of slowing it down? But that's not how it works. It's just not how it works.
Good to know. Thanks for being so honest. Did you get the key?
Sure did. Here. Go long!
Go long?
I got this.
Balloons filled with helium? This place has everything. Check under the doormat. Now, to just find the right combination. That looks about right. Locked. We'll need to find a key if we want to go in there. Oh, the poor manatee. I hope he died of natural causes. It's a Docilio calendar. It says today is the annual day of shelving. Auction to start at 7, followed by snacks and dancing. I hope they booked a good DJ.
We are not hitting the dance floor. It's hard enough to walk.
It's a Docilio calendar. It says today is the annual day of shelving. Auction to start at 7, followed by snacks and dancing. I hope they booked a good DJ.
We are not hitting the dance floor. It's hard enough to walk.
It's a list of everything that's being shelved this year. Looks like the ficus is up second. Now, to just make a few changes.
Warning. Vocabulary functions are currently being upgraded. Making changes to the Docilite Age database may corrupt the augmentation process. Do you wish to proceed? Age requirement removed for all cinematic events. Warning. Advanced vocabulary functions have been corrupted in the Soothmaker database. Rhyming dictionary disabled.
Computers are so efficient. I've already done everything I need to do with that. All right, in the world of Decilio, you're officially an adult.
Yes!
Now hand over the pin.
Okay, but if this doesn't work, I want it back.
It'll work. Thanks for the help.
Not sure what you're talking about there, stranger. I'm just minding my business at this here booth.
Right. I must have confused you with someone else.
We have 26 million. Do I hear 27? Small price for this thick slice of heaven. It's the first mining vehicle that fully functions in space. Make your bid now, or you'll have egg on your face. Going once, going twice, to Solaris' CEO. When it gets released in 35 years, he'll be rolling in the dough. Sold! And now, as a sacrifice to our manatee, Pew, we temporarily bequeath this tribute to you. Vivat Docilio, Fortis Docilio.
Vivat Docilio, Fortis Docilio.
What a bunch of creeps.
So, wait. Hab is in charge of Decilio?
Ah, makes sense. He started consulting for us right around the time Sebastian went missing. He probably made a deal with Penderbrook so he could use our office as his private war room.
I bet that computer's why he's able to rhyme so well. What kind of person just speaks in haiku?
Our next acquisition on the vehicular docket is bound to make your stock skyrocket. We're holding this car back because it's a threat to big oil, running only on plants, water, air, and soil. It won't hit the world till 2038, but trust me, friends, it's well worth the wait. Now, before we begin in this beauteous show, are there any objections to the manner in which this was dealt with? That didn't sound right at all.
Looks like that augmentation's starting to wear off. Time to speak up.
I object! The Ficus and its inventor should both be released. You've overstepped your bounds and we're all being fleeced. It's time to elect a brand new Soothmaker. The one we have now is a real troublemaker.
A challenge to the Soothmaker from a legacy member. Bring her up to the stage so I can crush this contender. Wait a minute, that rhyme was off too. Is it possible I'm coming down with the flu?
You gonna debate me or what?
Very well. All statements we make must rhyme like a poem. If you can't pull that off, you'll be asked to go home. Winner shall be determined by popular vote. I elect to go first, since I've warmed up my throat.
Knock yourself out.
Round one. For years I've kept this world more docile and calm, holding back discoveries that would hit like a bomb. Letting this car go would be the deadliest error. That you think we should shows you're no fortune, teller.
Personal attack.
Before we begin, can we address the elephant in the room? The slant rhymes you're dropping would make Shakespeare twirl in his tomb.
Personal attack.
I was only slant rhyming to give you a chance. But if you want a true challenge, come on now, let's dance!
Round 2.
Think of that loopy inventor we'd have to set free. Setting him loose out there would give us a new
Redemption.
That's not even close to a rhyme. It's the opposite of what I meant. This devious charlatan's trying to change my intent.
Overreaching.
All right. Change of rules. We no longer need to rhyme. In fact, if anyone does, they'll receive a small fine.
Penalty.
Ah!
Round 3.
Okay, let's say we release this. You know what happens next? 300 million cars. Obsolete. Oil. Worthless. A worldwide economic collapse, the likes of which have never been seen. Is that what you want? Is it?
Fearmonger.
The world is in need of a huge seismic shift. The disruption you describe would be a much welcome gift.
Anarchist, anarchist! Did you hear what she said? This so-called docilite would rather see us all, not alive.
Massive overreach.
You meant to say dead, didn't you?
No, I meant to say violation. Deduct another point for rhyming.
Penalty.
Fine. You want to set this car free? Then what do we do with the inventor? He's seen all our rituals, the entire epicenter. Oh, it's working again. Penalty removed.
We could make a deal with this man instead of putting him under lock and key. Come to a mutually arranged agreement to which both sides agree.
Compromise.
Oh yes, let's trust a man who's gone up against us twice. Maybe we can make him Soothmaker too.
Well, if that's what we do, at least he'd be better than you.
And the winner is Soothmaker.
Well, here we are. Your pathetic defeat. It serves you right for messing with the king of the elite. I'm sure you can show your strange body to the door. As a proven usurper, you're not welcome here anymore. For years I've kept this world more docile and calm, holding back discoveries that would hit like a bomb. Letting this car go would be the deadliest error. That you think we should shows you're no fortune, teller.
Personal attack.
Technology is only a threat when it's bound to succeed. But this pathetic vehicle can be stopped by a weed. It's destined to make its manufacturer broke. Seeing it as a threat makes us look like a joke. Hear that? And I did it without having to resort to a slant rhyme.
I was only slant rhyming to give you a chance. But if you want a true challenge, come on now, let's dance!
Round 2.
Think of that loopy inventor we'd have to set free. Setting him loose out there would give us a new
Victory!
Yes, that's it! Sending him back in the world would give us a new victory.
I'm glad you agree.
Wait, no!
Subterfuge.
Oh, come on, that wasn't a true rhyme either.
Oh, so you can tell the difference.
Oh, right. Change of rules. We no longer need to rhyme. In fact, if anyone does, they'll receive a small fine.
Penalty.
Ah!
Round 3.
Okay, let's say we release this. You know what happens next? 300 million cars. Obsolete. Oil. Worthless. A worldwide economic collapse, the likes of which have never been seen. Is that what you want? Is it?
Fearmonger.
You fear this car as much as my ability to rhyme. Maybe the real problem is that you're way past your prime.
Personal attack.
That doesn't answer my concern, and you're not supposed to rhyme. I'm deducting a point for that linguistic, infraction.
Penalty.
Fine! You want to set this car free? Then what do we do with the inventor? He's seen all our rituals, the entire epicenter. Oh, it's working again. Penalty removed.
He escaped once before and probably will again. Another Decilio problem from the Soothmaker's awful brain.
No, this new cell is impossible to escape.
Oh, so you knowingly put him in an easy-to-escape cell. Sounds like the judgment of someone mentally unwell.
Double personal attack. And the winner is Challenger.
What? She can't be the new Soothmaker! Docilites, can't you see? This woman's ideas are just as misshapen as the body that makes them.
Hey, that's just mean.
You got in there, didn't you? You got in there and messed with my head. I couldn't access my rhymes. It was like my brain was,
Dead? Guards! Bring Mr. Cartwright to me. And remove this man from the stage.
I'll never rhyme again. Turn! Noomi! You're not a large misshapen docilite.
Not anymore, we're not.
What are you doing here?
We're here to rescue Sebastian and undo the damage we've been a part of.
Oh, no. I don't think we can allow that. Guards, put these three in the zoo. What's that noise? Is that a helicopter? We're not shelving one of those this year. Turn! Wait!
We're getting out of here, Hab, and we're taking Sebastian with us.
Are you sure you don't want to be a part of our world instead?
A bunch of masked weirdos burying cool stuff in the woods? I think I'm good.
You might have forgotten that Docilio holds back all kinds of advancements. Culture, science, technology, medical breakthroughs.
Uh-oh.
We shelved the one you want about 10 years back. Real miracle cure. Almost took some myself, but I like it cool up top. We decided it'd be too big a hit on the hat industry. Not to mention wigs. You look different, by the way. Older? Less confident?
Turn, we have to go now.
Oh, don't let my rambling stop you. You'll be able to get it once it hits the market. In about 60 years.
No, I want it now.
I think you'll find Docilio can be pretty accommodating, especially when it comes to our own.
Come on, Turn. Now or never.
What do you say, Turn? Isn't it about time you joined the side you've been working for all these years?
You can't do this, Turn.
Why not?
Because... Because you look better this way. Trust me.
You think you can sway me with flattery? I threw my entire career away for a shot at this. Even betrayed my partner.
That was the old you. You've changed since then. When you were trapped on that rooftop, I could have blackmailed you into coming down to help me. But I didn't. I let you make the decision for yourself because I knew you'd do the right thing. Do you really want to go back to the way things were before? The person you really were back then?
Of course I do. But we have a mission to complete.
Bring her up, Horace. We got a car that needs releasing.
What? No! You won't be able to hide from us forever. Sooner or later, you'll run into a member.
That's still a slant rhyme.
Ah, what's wrong with me tonight?
Who knows if we'll cross when flight patterns locked? We're bound to the points on which ends will we mark.
What are you waiting for?
We can't stick around here. They're gonna be looking all over for us.
Which is why you need to call. Unless you can think of another place we can go.
PCI Limited.
Hi. This is, Barney Turner. I'd like to speak with...
One moment, please.
is a joke. I'm not laughing.
Cynthia?
Turn? It's actually you.
I'm sorry to bother you like this. It's just, I really need your help.
I've heard that one before.
I know. You have every right to hang up on me, especially after what I put you through. That was selfish of me, and I should have never.
If forgiveness was the reason you're calling, you would have done it years ago. Let's just get to the pitch. They're after you, aren't they?
How do you know about?
Your assistant filled me in. Knew me, right?
Oh, I wouldn't call her the new you, exactly. I mean, you both have similar qualities, but... Oh, you meant her name.
Look, the Bloodhounds have been trying to find proof of Decilio for a while now. If that's something the two of you can help with, I can send over a car right now.
That'd be perfect.
Just do me a favor and leave that stupid wig at home.
I already got rid of it. Numi convinced me that it looked silly.
Well then, it sounds like she's doing you a world of good.
She is, actually. She really is.